So when we do the recording, we mainly do audio. So we're recording it on the spot. Later, usually do it editing and days in advance. But today we're kind of doing it live, just impromptu. Daylight savings. So we're using that time to record and just kind of mess around here. So just bear with me.
Yeah.
Is this one is the one I'm using?
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Alright, so just hang tight. I'm gonna put it back on when we're ready to get going.
Oh. Fuck it, we're doing live!
Impromptu Galactic Geeks recording.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Right there.
Testing. 1, 2. Oh, we gotta probably move back a little bit.
Bam. Yo, people. Bear with me. It was all set.
You're kind of watching the behind the scenes right now of Galactic Geeks.
I had it all set up before. It was perfect, and now time or something has screwed us up. Why everything's on? I don't understand. Oh, you got your thing on? No,
Alright, testing. Yep, I got audio.
Alright, give me a second. That's what we were waiting for. We're waiting for you to be connected. Boom. Alright.
Testing. 1, 2.
There we go. That's what we needed. Boom. Alright. I think we're good to go.
Testing 1, 2.
You want to give it another test? There we go. And I'm not hearing it on mine. Are you hearing it on yours?
Perfect.
Okay, cool. Because it's set up for 1 for out. And it's out. Bam. Alright, there we go.
Go ahead and click.
Yeah, give you that. Bam.
Sweet.
Bam.
Bam.
There we go. It only took forever in the year, but we got it here. You're joining us for a very special episode of Galactic Geeks with me, of course, EJ, and Alexis. It's your boy.
I didn't want to say it this time.
Wow, okay. Fine.
I mean, you obviously made
now
it.
Now that I expect it.
The show's starting off with awkwardness already.
Awkwardness. Streaming from Alexis's Facebook right over there. And over here, hopefully correctly oriented, it's our Galactic Geeks YouTube page, which you can follow by searching the Galactic Geeks Podcast on YouTube, if you didn't hear the first part of my statement. But you're joining us for a very live episode where we talk about the 2 things that hit us really hard in October, Thor and Stranger Things. Thor Ragnarok, with its He-Man titling, its 80s everything.
Yes.
I mean, like, yes, the haircut, which the best Stan Lee cameo.
I was gonna say that.
I love that moment.
It was really the only cameo from Stan Lee so far that he was like directly involved in, like, with a character, like, so direct. Like, he changed Thor's hair from long classic long hair to
Yeah.
like all like an army Super Bowl type.
He had a line with the main character. That's the
Yeah.
important thing.
Right, sure.
That's the important thing.
Yeah. He didn't save some side character. He didn't just make an appearance in the background. He cut Thor's hair.
And people talk about the Jack Kirby influence is obvious if you've read Jack Kirby comics. Very cosmic, very out there, very like I've never seen something like this before, and it gives you that '80s impression on top of that. But did you know that in that room when the Grandmaster and Loki are watching Thor and Hulk fight, the background art is a direct Alex Ross piece.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
Alex Ross. I didn't know that actually. But
I mean, I'm sorry, not Alex Ross. Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby. Excuse
okay.
me. Have I been
Jack
saying
Kirby,
Alex Ross
yeah.
this whole time? I meant Jack Kirby.
Well, the thing is, I'm glad you actually brought up Alex Ross because his influence was definitely in this film as well.
Is he known for Thor? I didn't know he was known for Thor.
Well, not Thor. I mean, he does all the other classic Avengers and classic superheroes. But the part where the Valkyrie, when Loki looked, spoilers by the way, in case maybe
if you didn't know, we're talking about a movie. We're not just going to be like, it was good.
Well, I mean, you have to throw the spoilers out there.
Of course.
Because, I mean,
that's half the film.
So,
I mean, that's
spoiler alert.
I think that was the first thing. No.
Alright, cool. So when Loki basically got the thoughts from the Valkyrie, I forgot the character's name.
That Scrapper 142? 192? There was a 1 and a 2.
There was a
3
it was like
number.
1-4 something. Anyways.
It's a 3-digit number.
Going back into her past, like how the Valkyrie were like kind of like riding on these Pegasus horses and like going against Hela, just kind of like very like all that whole sequence right there was just, to me, was just all Alex Ross with the light right above the heroes and just like that casting a big shadow and
I mean,
Alex Ross' influence was definitely in this film.
I didn't take it as that off the bat. I took it more as the like religious Renaissance art kind of style.
Right.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
But I mean, I bet I don't deny. I have to see.
I mean, I think it was a mix. It was because I got that as well. Like, oh look, some paintings you would see on a cathedral.
Kind of like the opening of Wonder
or
Woman,
church.
the God story, except it was less like that.
Yeah.
Because that was actual art movie. But whatever, we're not here to talk about this movie. We're not here to talk about it.
But yeah, so Thor Ragnarok was listed as a comedy movie, and
completely.
When you see comedy,
I mean, I hear it
action
reviewed as
adventure.
such.
But I mean, it was definitely we knew it was gonna be a comedy. The director, he also did comedies before. He's a funny guy. I don't know if you saw that video.
The director is.
Taiki Waititi. I feel like I should have known that
What's
name.
your names here on the show?
He was he basically did this Q&A like where he answered Twitter questions, and they were just like saying random things like, oh, what, this is gonna be a comedy movie, like, oh, it looks horrible or something like that from the teaser. And then he was just responding in a funny way. I mean, I'm not as funny as he was, but there was a guy talking about that he wanted to take acid and then go to watch it, and then he just kind of went on and like making fun of like as if you were on acid. Funny guy, and so I kind of saw. Yeah, it was I don't know if Nerdist did it or somebody, but yeah. So anyways, comedy superhero movie is like but they nailed it. They did it right.
One thing I noticed, like, pretty much off the bat with the movie, once we get into the part where we see Hela for the first time, I realized all the trailers were lies. Remember?
Why?
All the trailers, because in the trailers, you see Thor in like a back alley warehouse when he throws his hammer at Hela and she breaks it. And we're sitting down, we're watching the movie. It's happening like on the shores of Norway.
Well, I saw one that it was like that. It was like open ground.
Yeah, no, like once the movie came out.
Well, no, I saw it a couple days before. I think. It was
maybe they updated it, but the early stuff stuff showed like a warehouse. And like they were like, what the fuck is this happening in New York City? Yeah,
and then you bringing that up, the shot of all 4 heroes in the film, like it would look like they were lined up together, ready to take her on. But then during the actual movie, Thor's fighting. Well, the Hulk is fighting a big ass dire wolf.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they're all scattered. Loki's fighting some front lines against Hela's soldiers. Yeah, it was. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, Rogue One did the same thing. You know, where they had trailer footage that didn't make it into the final cut.
Wait, no, but the last one for sure was on purpose because he was missing his eye.
Yeah.
In the trailers, he was not missing his eye.
Oh yeah. Well,
I'm pretty sure you're doing that.
The part
so they don't spoil things.
I think I actually noticed that as well, but I think the part that they show both of his eyes like electricity is during the Hulk sequence.
No, in the trailer it's when he's standing on the bridge.
Oh, okay.
But maybe they just imposed the shot of that on top of it.
Right.
But regardless, they're going out their way.
Yeah, exactly.
To mislead
That's
us.
the point here.
Yeah. You know, and I'm like, good. I want trailers to lie to me. Give me a little lie.
Yeah, and that's why
You ever seen The Last Jedi?
I'm still doing The Last Jedi trailer ban. I haven't seen any The Last Jedi trailer.
But you've seen it. If you've seen it, it could be lying to you completely if they're doing the same formula, or it could be telling you the dead on.
Well, I don't know. I think, but a good chunk. It's just a few shots here and there. Like, you know, trailers are 1.5 minutes, so there's a lot of
descriptions of it. You avoid
all of it. I mean, I go on Facebook daily, so I'm gonna see the stills of. I saw the still of Rey holding her lightsaber, and you know, and unfortunately the one of Luke in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. For the most part, no trailer footage. And the funny thing is, while I was at the theater watching Thor, getting ready to watch Thor, the Last Jedi trailer come up, and then I did one of those like, you know, caveman SpongeBob memes, like something crazy happens, like what to do. Yeah, I definitely looked at all the exits, like trying to see how the hell I'm gonna either get out of my seat, run out the theater, but then I look like a crazy man.
No, you don't.
So then, basically, what I did was I took off my hat, I put it over my eyes, and I plugged up both my ears, and I was like la 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 la.
Yeah, I was gonna say that joking, but I didn't know you did that literally.
I actually did that.
Thought you were just
because I'm in a theater with like Dolby Cinema surround sound, so like, all right, this is needs to be charged. Alright, so the technical difficulties.
The technical difficulties. That's alright. Still keep on going.
Oh, it hasn't been due to poor wireless connection. Damn it. Whatever.
That's fine.
So we'll just keep going from where we go. Can I connect to the Wi-Fi?
Oh, you're not?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Should've done that shit, right?
Yeah. But those of you with us on YouTube, thank you. Bam. Technical difficulties. We'll be right back with a message from our sponsors. Nobody.
I thought you were charging the
I thought I was too.
Alright, so I think I'm going to discard it only because it was a little bit clunky. I don't know. Do you want to keep it?
I got... What, discard everything we just did?
No, the audio stays.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The video.
If you think
your video is still running, right?
Yeah, my video's still on. We're still on!
Alright, so... I mean, we had a lot of people watching.
Oh, she's watching that too.
We had 5 likes in like 10 minutes.
One of you should go Periscope, or where are you streaming?
Facebook.
I'll do YouTube for our live.
Okay. You can use my third one and do it on Periscope. There you go.
Yeah, one of us can go on Facebook, on Twitter, and go for Periscope.
I'm gonna delete it because it was just clunky. We're doing a better job there anyway. So I'm gonna just keep going from mine.
Oh, maybe you should put on like songs.
Oh, sorry. long USB cord.
So this like be moved?
Huh?
This gonna be moved,
Yeah.
or are you still gonna record?
No, I'm doing it from here, but you can move the light regardless.
Okay.
Yeah, this one. I guess I'm gonna keep. Whoa. Damn, that light made a big difference.
Did it?
It did. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it back. Should I put it
Yeah,
here?
it looks like now we're in a creepy corner of the room,
Dark.
like hiding and
It's back
shit.
there. Can we do it before I die?
No.
Is it BlizzCon with two Z's?
Sorry.
Yes. I found a problem.
Oh wait, fudge.
Pure fudge.
Alright, what's the Wi-Fi? It'll automatically connect, right?
The Wi-Fi. If you didn't already have it, yeah, I should have already automatically connected. Follow me. I'll do it.
Alright.
I just don't know if I have it.
Alright, stay tuned. We're getting some technical difficulties worked on, so hang tight. Alright, perfect. I think, alright. Thank you.
Damn, I never looked for a charger. 920.
Alright guys, so a little interruption there. So welcome to the Galactic Geeks podcast. We're recording live. We normally do this audio only. So today we're just kind of doing something different. Facebook Live, recording on the spot. We're talking Thor Ragnarok. We're talking Stranger Things 2. We're going to talk some gaming news as well. So hope you enjoy. Check us out on Galactic Geeks Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're on SoundCloud, YouTube as well. So Galactic Geeks Podcast for all things geeky. So keep it locked. Keep it locked.
Bam. Bam, bam, bam.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Are you good?
Almost. Powering none.
So you guys watching,
Bam.
you can just talk in the comments. Again, we're talking all things geeky here. What's your favorite show you've been watching, movie? For you gamers out there, any games you've been playing, we want to know about it. Who knows? We might even talk about it live.
Almost ready.
Alright, is this plugged in here?
Yeah, you can put that on right there. Bam. It's the magic of live television, ladies and gentlemen. Well, somewhat live television.
Alright, camera's that way though.
We got one here. We got one there. You're back with us on
Cameras
Facebook.
everywhere.
You're back with us on Facebook,
Camera
I
one,
imagine.
camera
Camera one.
Alright, camera one.
This is camera one, because
Yes.
this is like main YouTube. Not that you're any less important.
Just follow us on Galactic Geeks Podcast.
But to go there on YouTube and do that, because you click on ads. But we're not here to sell you stuff. We're here to talk about people that like to sell you stuff. And one of the things that they were selling to us was Thor. Before we got rudely interrupted by our own hubris with technology, we were talking about, what was the last thing we were at? I was talking about the trailer being full of lies.
Oh yeah, so basically Thor Ragnarok, yeah, it followed that kind of typical, what lately has been going on, is that you see footage that's in the trailer that you don't ultimately see in the final cut, and it's very noticeable. I mean,
we were talking about how we hope that's the case. Well, at least I hope that's the case with the Last Jedi trailers.
yeah.
That, you know, like, oh man, I hope, sue me with sweet lies.
No,
Sue me with sweet lies.
no Last Jedi trailer.
I can't talk about anything that was in it because this guy hasn't seen it.
Spoiler-free review, at least for that.
Spoiler free is another.
Too late for Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. Especially if you've been with us up until this point. Yeah, a couple of other things. We went through his awesome cameo, Stanley's cameo as his haircut. That was great.
Yeah. And it's just, I mean, it was his best cameo by far because it was directly involved with, you know, the hero, and he went from Thor's long hair, he cut his hair to this short. And it looks like intentionally messed up, like in certain parts. Like,
Yeah.
he just
so
obviously wasn't a good barber.
Yeah.
But it worked.
It worked, of course. Of course it worked. It's a Hollywood movie. You
Yeah.
make it work. When we get to the actual fight, it's mostly that is what we did see in the trailers. But
Yeah.
you know, it blew up a bit more. We got more satisfaction from it.
Yeah, very funny. Right from the moment, like the first sequence, it was just comedy. I mean, just
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on,
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. I mean,
He was just being Jeff Goldblum.
yeah, exactly. It wasn't like he was like, oh, the Grandmaster, or
Yeah.
it was just like he was just being himself, but
was
he just had
literally
power.
Just being himself.
Yeah.
He's getting paid to be Jeff Goldblum. Like Adam West needs to get paid for just being Adam West.
Yeah, and just appearing in these Hollywood blockbusters.
Which that's something else I want to talk about another day, though. That Adam West movie he made.
Okay.
But I digress. He made a '60s Batman movie, animated with Will Shatner doing Two-Face.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was cool. But that's another talk.
Oh, you know, I saw, what's his name? Leonard Nimoy's son at, what was it? Florida SuperCon.
Really?
Yeah, I saw him kind of from far away. I didn't approach him or anything.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, because you gotta have money.
I love
to
your
ask
father's
for a
work.
signature. Yeah. So, which actually I do. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not too big into Star Trek, but
You respect
Leonard,
it.
Leonard Nimoy was a good part of it. Like he.
Oh yeah. The old that pop culture references next to Freedom.
Live long and prosper.
Shatner and Decay. And,
But anyways, now we're digressing.
now we're not even the same thing.
Says he while wearing a Star Wars shirt.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. I was like, no, I wasn't sure. I was like, wait, what shirt am I wearing? I'm wearing the right shirt. That's all I need to know. But was this a comic book movie? It was a cosmic comic book movie. A lot more cosmic.
Yeah,
than the other
definitely.
ones were.
Now, as we go into Phase 3 of Marvel's MCU, you're getting more now the cosmic beings. You know, we had with Guardians 2, we had Ego. We had the Collector in the first Guardians, actually.
Yeah. Well, Ego was in the second Guardians. The first one.
Right, and it was the Collector, right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And Howard the Duck. Don't you forget Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Yeah.
This is the first duck to fuck on camera, right?
Was he really?
No, I don't know. He was the guy in the duck suit who fucked, I forgot what her name is. The girl from Back to the Future. Have you not seen the 80s The Howard the Duck movie?
Not the 80s one, no.
There is only the 80s
I mean,
one. It's horrible.
I saw him in Guardians, so that's
Oh, that's why you don't understand the levity of how bad this movie is.
I understand his pop culture reference, but I actually haven't seen it. Yeah.
Not for being good.
I know.
Okay, no, sure. It's like, you know, it's like when people appreciate something and they don't even know. It's like, no, we're appreciating it like ironically. Howard the Duck is not a masterpiece.
But yeah, more cosmic. Oh, Doctor Strange in Thor Ragnarok was pretty cool.
I thought it was like almost forced, but it worked.
It worked, yeah. And then, you know, of course, with Odin being at Shady Acres.
That was so fun.
Yeah. I was like, this name means something at first, and then I realized after that it was a South Park nursing home.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, I just took it as a regular name for a depressing retirement home.
Yeah, no, it was in one of the South Park episodes.
If it's in the middle of Manhattan, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I would imagine. It can't be that bad for a retirement home. But,
so that was pretty cool.
When Loki fell through the hole, and then Doctor Strange was like, I've been falling for 30 minutes! That was a good moment. That was a good moment. The one thing I can now never get past that I realized about Benedict Cumberbatch's performance as Doctor Strange is that he has the most horrible American accent.
Oh yeah, it is pretty weird.
I didn't even know.
Connected.
Yeah, you're connected. Ah! Look at you. You got me off guard. You threw me off.
But yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's so weird. It's like I still don't know. Like I'm not into acting or anything, but I still don't know if that's just the actor's skill set to like do an American accent, or if that's just done like.
Well, no, he's doing it because Stephen Strange isn't British. I'm just like weirded out by his.
Well, I'm just wondering on my own.
I mean, for me, it's just like.
Yeah, it's a weird.
It sounds weird.
Yeah, it's a weird accent.
And the only other time I've ever been so griped with a movie character's accent is Anna Paquin in the X-Men franchise. Because once I saw True Blood, I'm like, oh, she can do a Southern accent. Wait a second. Why the hell didn't she do this Southern drawl when she was playing Rogue? That's like 2/3 the character.
Yeah, it is true.
You're like, oh, I absorb things and I have a Southern wit. It's like, that's a rant for me about accents in movies. Because that's an important one. And now Channing Tatum's going to be Gambit.
Oh yeah, is that really actually going through? Oh man, I hope not. God, I hope not.
It's like that Farnsworth meme right there. That one that was playing.
Yeah, no, that's a bad one.
Like, why? And now I'm picturing, never mind. Anywho,
so Hulk.
The Planet Hulk references.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Because they'll never give Hulk his own movie. Because they don't want they won't.
Again, I mean.
Because it's still technically owned by Universal.
Oh.
So if they have to like go through all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Basically. I don't know the logistics of it, but I'm pretty sure it implies they make more of the money of it at the end.
Yeah.
Which Disney says, fuck you. But the contract still says like, oh, he could guest star, he could be, but it can't be a Hulk movie. So that's why we don't get Planet Hulk, and we get Hulk thrown into Ragnarok, which is pretty much Planet Thor, without Thor getting a son.
Yeah. No, Hulk being, I like Hulk. I mean, Hulk definitely had his own, moment in the limelight, and what's going on?
my microphone's going through some sort of like Skynet countdown. Let me make sure.
Just shut up on you.
It kept saying like auto shutdown enabled. Press power to cancel. I'm like, oh my god.
No.
Like
This message will self-destruct
right?
in 5.
I always. That's why I said Skynet. That's the first thing I go to when I think about scary machines.
It did that to me earlier when I had that.
Oh, where are we at with the Planet? Oh yeah, the Planet Hulk references.
So Hulk, yeah, Hulk is definitely the bro, like the bromance in this movie. Like,
oh yeah, because they're the two powerhouses with their own movie, and that's why this whole movie was just nothing but stupidity in action.
Yeah, it was
because
awesome.
Nobody was smart in it except Banner, but he had no help being a genius in this film whatsoever. I thought he was going to do something at some point, being like, "Oh, my intellectual prowess can be useful," but all he did was, if you saw in the movie, was jump 60 feet and break his bones.
That was awesome. But he did. I mean, intellectually help with
I guess flying. Yeah.
An alien ship that you've never seen before.
All right, I give him that. I suppose. It's an 80s-esque action movie though. You put anybody there, they would have been doing amazingly well. All right, I'll tell you that much. But when he tried to turn on the ship, the Quinjet, Thor, it was like the strongest Avenger.
Oh yeah.
Access denied. And it's like, oh damn, you suck.
Yeah. Point Break.
I was like,
Yeah, and I like that sequence because of Black Widow's message, and then another callback to Avengers. No, but when Banner like woke up, like I was gonna say earlier, that it's like he woke up from like a night of drinking, like he was like hungover. He's like, wait, what? We saved the Sokovia like 2 years ago. Like he just woke up from a 2-year hangover.
I think the whole thing best from that comedically was Thor kept doing the thing.
Yeah, the sun's setting real low. Sun's real low.
He kept saying to him the whole.
Yeah, which again is another Avengers reference. This movie is just full of Avengers references.
The reference, not reference, but the people I wasn't expecting was Matt Damon
as Loki. Oh, that was hilarious.
Did you see who was Odin though? In that play.
No, who was it?
It was Sam fucking Neill from Jurassic Park.
Oh,
it was Dr. Grant.
Oh no shit.
Of course.
Huh, awesome. I knew there were other famous people. I just I was trying to pin whoever Thor was.
Thor was his brother. It's Chris Hemsworth's actual brother.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's why I was like, man, that's a really good Thor like cosplay.
Yeah, it's just the other guy.
It's the other brother.
It's the other brother. It's not that thought out. But I loved Matt Damon for no reason.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It like almost took me out of it. I'm like,
yeah.
But
it added to the comedy like element. Like it was funny.
I loved Anthony Hopkins acting like Loki, trying to act like Odin.
Yeah. That was like that was a mind fuck.
He first saw Thor, he's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's like, we get whimsical Anthony Hopkins. I love whimsical Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Which, on an off note, I saw that new Transformers movie, and I'm so happy he was in it for most of it, because I would have turned it off in like the first 10 minutes if he just died.
Anthony Hopkins was in the latest.
He's in it. He's like in the whole thing almost.
The latest Transformers?
Yes. It was the weirdest.
The Last Night?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Really weird. I thought it was going to be like Bryan Cranston, and he dies 20 minutes into it.
Yeah.
No, he was in the whole fucking thing.
Look at that.
Look at that. Side bit, Anthony Hopkins lovers. What's Idris Elba's character? I said his name completely wrong.
I don't know the name of the character.
I think it's Heimdall.
Yeah, it was like a cool name, but Idris Elba just like owned that character. I mean, just like I kind of dug the yellow contacts he had, kind of like Sith contacts.
Good guy Sith, all right.
Good guy Sith. And then with the little dread that came in front of his hair, long dread hair. It's a cool look.
Hela killed everybody.
Hela
kills the Warriors 3 or 4. I'm gonna be burning at the stake later. I think it's Warriors 3. His friends, when she first walked through the portal, those are like really important characters in the books.
Yeah.
They're like his best friends.
Thor's best friends? Oh wow.
Even the mace guy, the Asian mace guy that you must have been.
I saw.
Who is this?
Yeah, no, I saw. I noticed. Well, actually, in the film when Scourge was that his name? Scourge.
Yeah.
When he killed him.
True.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm sure all the Americans were like,
Texas.
Yeah, for real. But going back to the Asian guy with the mace, when he died, Scourge was like, oh, fuck, he died. Like, I mean, he held his own against Hela, goddess of death.
Yeah, but he was instantly willing to be like, all right, let me follow this chick around. Yeah, he had his reservations, but
Yeah.
he was gonna cut that lady's head off straight up. All right,
Oh, yeah.
that was going to happen.
Yeah, that was.
Or she was going to.
Well,
kill
I mean,
him.
honestly, can you blame him? A guy in that position, like, seeing this goddess of death kill everybody around you,
That's why you need it. You need to
gives
have
you a
self-sacrifice
chance to
scene.
be at the right side.
Like, you need a self-sacrifice scene, or else you're gonna literally just be the guy who pretended to be a woman on Titanic, like, to get out.
Oh.
Like, because that's what he did. You know, like,
Yeah.
oh, whoa, oh, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I did get that.
You got that
vibe.
feeling, right?
Yeah, yeah, like he was like, women and children only.
Have a weird facial hair.
Yeah. That the tattoos, his character's tattoos were pretty cool. They kind of remind me of like ram horns or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
They're kind of cool. His character's armor was pretty good. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna cosplay him. I would like to see an awesome Scourge cosplay.
We barely talked about Kate Blanchett's Hela.
Yeah, Hela was Kate Winslet? No.
Kate
Blanchett. Oh, Winslet was
Kate Winslet was the
from
chick in
Titanic.
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 There
I
you
got
go.
caught up in Titanic there.
She's
But-
affected us all.
Kate Blanchett was awesome. She was cool, you know, like how she just caught Thor's hammer and just like,
I was like, this is the kind of movie where you know they have fun being the bad guy.
yeah,
Like the like when like for Elizabeth Smart playing Rita in Power Rangers, you could tell.
yeah,
Elizabeth Banks, excuse me.
yeah.
So you could tell she was having fun being the bad guy. No fucks given. Like ah.
Oh, going back to Scourge for a second, was he the guy? Is he Doc from Star Trek?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
He's
saw
also-
him and I was like,
He's also Dredd. You know that
From-
Judge Dredd movie that came out a few
Oh,
years
yeah.
back? That
Oh,
you
no
never
way.
actually saw his face?
oh,
Yes.
okay. I keep thinking about the Steven Sylvester
Yeah,
Stallone.
I can't blame you.
Judge Dredd.
But burn that.
I gotta see it. I didn't even know what's out. That's cool.
Did you see that? You saw that newer one though, right? Like the
No,
one
no, I haven't seen it.
Oh, what? It is
Yeah.
really good.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that Asian movie, The Raid?
Yes.
Okay, it's exactly like that.
Oh,
with Dredd.
awesome.
So
Yeah. Okay. I'll definitely give that a shot.
less martial arts, more pull your fucking ass.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, he's in it, and it's great. He never takes off the helmet.
Never takes.
He never takes off the helmet. He does it like he does it in the book, and that's the problem with actors. It's unfortunate. I can't blame them, but they won't do those kind of roles. That's why Black Bolt in Inhumans isn't wearing his mask. It's amazing that guy did that. So I give him credit for doing
Yeah.
that. Because I didn't know who it was by the end of it. I'm like, I don't know who this actor was. I have to look it up.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
I
it's
guess overall, Thor Ragnarok, 2 thumbs up. I probably gotta give it a 9.5 out of 10.
You can't give 2 rating systems. Like, you just gave like 9.5, 2 thumbs up,
I mean,
8 out of 10, 9 out of 12 dentists recommend it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was worth it. It's 2 thumbs up, and I gave it my own star system.
Did you see it in IMAX?
No, I saw it at, well, it was an IMAX screen, but it wasn't in 3D. No, so it wasn't IMAX.
It doesn't have to be in 3D.
It was in 2D, but
Yeah, that's fine. As long as it's advertised as an IMAX experience.
yeah. Well, I think it was the Dolby surround sound.
Oh, okay.
So I
Oh,
think
that's
it-
still good.
Yeah.
But
It wasn't IMAX. IMAX is
Great.
only for the special ones.
IMAX is for the special ones. But I won't even do it if it's an IMAX 3D anymore. I don't care about 3D. You hear that? We all caught on. We don't care. Get rid of 3D. Just make it regular.
Regular?
Regular.
You don't like the glasses?
I don't care anymore. I don't want that. Unless you can make it like the whole thing like a freaking Universal ride. If you can make it Shrek 4D every movie, then yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
That's my rant again. But this isn't just about Thor. This is about other things that came out this week, which we mentioned earlier. Stranger Things 2 came out 2 weeks ago, right? I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 27th October.
I believe so.
So a little bit before Halloween.
It was. That's
Pretty much
when
Halloween weekend.
I grabbed a bunch of Halloween candy. my special someone over there who's playing
not
games.
Here.
He's not here, but he's playing Jason off camera. I don't know if he's streaming it, but it's a great game, which is also Halloween relevant. But we ate a bunch of candy, and we just saw the first like 4 episodes the first night. I don't know how you did that.
I broke it up. Yeah, I saw the first episode. Yeah, I had to digest it. This was a Demogorgon-sized beast.
Demodog.
Oh, Demogorgon, the first one.
No.
Okay, it was a Demodog-sized portion.
Okay.
Happy?
Yeah.
Alright. I saw the first episode the first night it came out, which was Friday night. And then I think I saw a couple episodes Saturday night, and then Sunday night I finished it off.
So how was it traveling to the 1980s?
It was awesome. Continuing with the 80s theme, I mean, it looks like we got a whole 80s revival going on. Like,
yeah.
80s everything.
I feel like that's because even though we grew up in like the 90s,
Yeah.
everything we grew up from the 90s was pretty much influenced
by the
from
80s.
the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, how old were you when you first saw like Nightmare on Elm Street? You were probably an age I was not required to be watching a movie like Nightmare on Elm Street.
7, 8 years old.
Exactly.
Like
But back then that was like a rated R, 18 movie. But you see it, and then that's part of your daily intake of pop culture.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like the 80s thing is like everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. Except people above the age of 60 at this point.
Yeah.
So everybody knows
Yeah.
it. You know, my grandma knows who Freddy Krueger is. First time I tried to show her X-Men the movie, she saw from Wolverine, and she called him Freddy Krueger. I'm like, no, abuela, that's somebody else. It's like, that's an understandable mistake. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But that's not that guy.
It's Freddy Krueger in spandex.
Which, it was cool because back then the only movies that got Spanish tracks on DVD were Fox films. So those were the only movies I would watch with my grandparents because I didn't want to feel like explaining shit.
Nice.
Or subtitles. But the 80s are back in full force.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
then, Stranger Things is obviously drenched in 80s nostalgia. So
yeah.
How'd you like it overall?
I felt like it did the first time a Stephen King fanfic of and I mean that all in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Even Stephen King himself was quoted as saying on Twitter, I don't know if it was for the first season or second season, he said that this is the most Stephen King thing ever.
Wow. That's a bold statement.
That's like if Jesus said,
this is the most Christian
this is the most
thing
Christian
ever.
thing ever.
Everything 80s, everything. Obviously, the big thing is the soundtrack. There was that synth piano. I'm sure there was like a keyboard, guitar.
Paul Reiser.
Yeah. Then you had the Dragon Slayer reference.
The
in
game,
the first episode.
Yeah. Everything in the arcade. No, the title of the first episode was Mad Max. Obviously
Max,
because of Maxine the Girl, but like
Mad Max from the 80s.
Mad Max, obviously,
Well,
because
yeah,
the movie.
I think was Mad Max in the late 70s?
Somewhere around there, but it continued on into the 80s. With the Thunderdome and Tina Turner and Legs.
Yeah. The story was good.
Ghostbusters references.
Oh,
you can't even hit everything. Everything. Everything, even from when the kid talked about how he held his hair up. He's like, oh, what do you use? So like,
yeah. I'm letting you in on the secret.
It's the secret. Farrah Fawcett hairspray.
Yeah.
I told my mom that, and she busted it out.
That's awesome. Oh, cool.
You know who I hated? Billy. Fuck Billy. Or Billy, the Max's brother.
Oh yeah.
Like,
he was a good human antagonist. Like we haven't seen that with Stranger Things.
He grounded them in reality.
Yeah.
With real dangers like racist pricks with mullets and Trans Ams. No one understands that was an epidemic in the 80s. Okay?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. It was with the loud rock music and smoking cigarettes and just like in the mirror.
Blades. Oh man. He's like, man, you're everything that we're supposed to hate.
Yeah. I really liked when he was just like basically bitch slapped by his dad.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And I'm like, man, is this what made you an asshole, or is he like this because you're an asshole? I don't know how to look at
Deep.
this.
I didn't even think about
Right?
that.
I didn't know how to look at it, but
Yeah.
stepmom doesn't like it, so.
Yeah. And it's always like it's always there's always a bigger fish. Like
Yeah.
The main bully at the school who's billing, you know, and has a dad who just like treats him like a bitch.
I know we're talking about like towards the end, but like when Billy and God, what's the boyfriend's name with the big hair? Not Jonathan.
King Steve.
Steve. When they like had their altercation, and he's like, "Oh, she's not here." He's like, "Oh, really? What about that?"
Yeah, and
Like,
then he's
what
like,
the fuck?
listen, and then
Like
oh.
children, you've been fighting like interdimensional
Yeah.
meat-eating demons. You can't put your fucking heads down for like 13 minutes until the danger passes away. But you know, whatever. I think
That
it
was
the story
cool.
forward.
Yeah, and then Steve getting the shit kicked out of him.
That was a real fight.
Yeah.
That was like, oh man, this is not 80s. This is like.
Yeah, this is.
He's
pretty
still
gritty.
not pretty after every hit.
Yeah.
Every hit was real. But there were some newer references if you think about it, because Bob's death, everything Bob was doing on the computer.
Oh yeah,
was
Bob
so
Newby.
Jurassic Park.
Oh
The
yeah,
whole
yeah,
thing
it
was-
did. Yeah, it did
So
have a Jurassic
I was thinking
Park.
about it when I was watching it, and then everybody started
Yeah, I
saying
didn't think
on
about it
YouTube.
until now. Yeah,
I didn't think
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, going on the computer, hacking the doors.
He
so
wasn't
that
even
the
really
group can
hacking. He
escape.
just knew basic. That was the funny thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like crazy.
Yeah, C++.
I bet everything he typed on screen, I don't know any basic, but I bet everything he typed on screen was completely legit.
Yeah.
Because he didn't need codes or access codes. He just needed to know how to write basic.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
There's also a closed network, but whatever. That's getting technical. I love the Hawkins lab building.
Oh yeah, like that shot from the outside almost made it look like a castle or like some like dungeon. It almost looked like you know how you're about to, like starting like a level in a video game and
Yeah.
it's like a boss stage or something, and you know it's like awesome
Foreboding.
like, foreboding.
Well,
shot.
I was actually going to bring it up for the different light because it reminds me of those 80s office buildings that we used to have around where we live, like on like Douglas Road. They're not there anymore.
Yeah.
It looks just like that. I'm like, God, even the place where all the military evil is coming from
So
is
80s.
a painfully 80s.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you call that, like, style. But it was just everything was
Yeah.
80s.
Even like the Tupperware, like was
The
80s.
Tupperware was 80s.
The shampoo
Mommy,
bottles.
the Harlequin romance
Oh
novels.
yeah, that was super 80s.
We
You
haven't
know,
even talked about the story. We've been
during
talking about
Halloween,
like
I, during Halloween, I bumped into two people that were cosplaying that scene, like where the Nancy's mom has the bath towel, like when she gets out of the tub to answer the door, and that Billy's there,
Yeah.
and like her date was Billy, like, and they looked pretty good, like she had the book and everything, and yeah, he had the wig, he had the red
I
kind of
know
maroon
this.
shirt, like the leather. Well, you know, I mean, I'm saying that I met people in Halloween, like,
Oh.
we're at a Halloween party. I met people that were cosplaying as them.
Already.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, it came out the weekend, Halloween
I
weekend.
guess so.
But it was actually Halloween day, like at Halloween night. So this was already Stranger Things has been out for 4 days, which just shows you how many people like binge this thing. I think I read that like almost like a few 100,000 people binged watched.
If I read correctly, I
Switch.
think it was like 2/3 of Netflix subscribers have already seen all of Stranger Things too.
Just that first weekend, like binged it.
Yeah, number.
Actually, I would be one of them.
Oh, yeah, I would be too.
But I just didn't do it 9 hours straight or whatever.
Yeah,
I
no,
did
of
it
course.
like throughout that weekend. So,
And we did. We had all the can for it.
Yeah.
It was a delicious mistake. It was a delicious mistake.
But you know who was standout star in this? Will.
Again.
Yeah.
Poor victim again for season 2.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought like we were gonna get something different, but
Right.
that was
I
not
mean, it
the
starts
case.
off that way. You kind of see like, oh, you know, he's doing well. I mean, the first episode, he's already singing like into Upside Down at the arcade, so you know that's gonna happen more and more often. It just accelerated pretty.
It did. The
Never listen to Bob Newby.
no, never listened. Like, just stand there. I'm like, I was telling you, I was saying while I was watching it, and I said, this is great advice for any other scenario.
Except this one.
He is not giving bad advice at all.
Yeah,
no, it's just, this is a special case where we're fighting demons.
Oh man.
But you know, Bob, bless his heart, and it was sad when he died.
Oh yeah.
It was super depressing.
Oh yeah. My girlfriend was definitely like,
Sure.
yeah, a little bit.
We saw it coming.
I saw it coming.
Right,
I mean, you just it's like no.
We had thought of a 3 to 4 possible outcomes the second we saw Bob. The second we saw Bob, we had questions about Bob. I was like, okay, either he is legit, loves her, and wants to be a part of this family, and is going to die. Or 2.
Right, that's the first option right off the bat.
He is legit, loves his family, and is going to live. 3. He's a spy sent in by the government to infiltrate, ends up legit loving this family and dies.
Oh, just either way, he loves her. He just loves her.
Or doesn't love her. That's a vague 4th option.
Yeah, no.
But I didn't see that being a possibility.
The Duffer Brothers even said about his character that they weren't going to keep him long. Like, he stayed on longer than really he should have.
They said that before the show?
They said it at the Beyond Stranger things.
Oh, I started watching that, but I was like,
yeah.
There's only so much time in the world.
Yeah, no, definitely. But Stranger Things 2, I guess 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up, 8 out of 10. Oh, wait. We've only talking about 80s references at this point, which, again, Paul Reiser. Did you think he was going to be the bad guy? Did you think he was going to be a dick by the end of it? I was surprised that he was not.
From Mad About You?
Yeah.
I saw him, like...
No, because he's in it, obviously, for his Aliens reference. Because he was, like, a vague corporate stooge that turned out to be an asshole at the end.
Ah, okay.
But here, he wasn't the asshole at the end.
Yeah,
he was a vague government stooge that turned out to have a soul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sacrifice this child. Like, what?
Yeah, he definitely did a 180.
You know, I think he said how many PhDs he had in one scene, and I just remember saying to myself, in what? What PhDs do you
Government agency cooperation
that make you qualified to say, you know, hey, these interdimensional portals, burn it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just curious. I'm curious.
And that was cool. How it was like the scientists and the government were fighting this upside down from taking over. So it's like, you know, obviously I don't know if they knew of it as a result of season 1, but it's like they're now doing everything in their power to fight it with flamethrowers. I mean, just burn it with fire. That's pretty cool.
I love the flamethrower gun, and I feel like I've seen it before. I felt like it was a reference to something from the 80s, like another movie, but I couldn't pinpoint it. There's something about the whole suit.
The whole suit kind of had a...
Like I was seeing, this isn't E.T. look.
Yeah, it kind of had the day the Earth stood still kind of vibe to it.
I can see that. Yeah.
You know, kind of like
But
full body suit and stuff.
The Winona Ryder once again goes crazy and decorates the house in something to help her communicate with her son.
Oh, that was a good that's a good point. Yeah, because in season 1 she does it with the lights.
Yeah.
She's communicating with Will. And this time, she's communicating with Will in a different way.
Yeah.
With his drawings, like that he did at super speed.
Which creepy.
Which the props to the Stranger Things, I guess art department, like actually doing all that, connecting it. Like, yes, it's just crayon and stuff, but all that, like, if you really look at it and pause some of that, they actually connect like in it like really well.
Yeah, I mean it's a giant art piece. I mean, for the most of it, I bet like the only parts that connect to it are like the parts that are important to the story. I bet somewhere you go there and somebody wrote the comparison. Because I like when artists do that and they just like imprint their own little thing in it. But I gotta say, Winona Ryder steals the show again, being the overly great mom. Like the kind of mom you're like, man, there's no real mom. Any other woman would have dropped your ass in Nebraska and let you get adopted by a Nebraskan. I don't know what's the worst thing that could go after that. but I don't.
Nebraska's that bad of an option?
I think so. I mean, have you been there?
No.
Well, there you go. You want to go there?
No.
Well, there you go. We've established that Nebraska sucks. I forgot where I was going with that.
Winona Ryder, and she
Whatever,
was
Winona
scared
Ryder.
like in a different way this time. Like it like this season, like the sequels to everything always like amps everything up and like one ups everything. And this time she was still that scared mom, like trying to figure out what's going on with the son, but on a much bigger scale.
And even though she had Bob's support, and then that went away.
Well, it gave her the alley oop to survive.
And I'm just like, all right, now she's gonna hook up with the sheriff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely like some like good chemistry there between the characters.
So, and another person who should get more credit, and they probably are, Will, especially with those scenes where he was lying about the troops.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god.
Let me go.
It doesn't like it hot.
Yeah.
It likes it cold.
Yeah. So now you know, folks, if you ever get taken over, infected by a interdimensional
darkness
being,
demon.
just turn up the heat.
Which, the demon itself, the shadow thing, the
mind flayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't like it, but whatever. The guy keep up with the Dungeons and Dragons references. I never care for Dungeons and Dragons, but
again, going with the '80s theme, I mean,
the mind flayer, like the design itself was so basic,
yeah,
but still frightening.
menacing.
You
Yeah,
know,
for
like
sure.
it's what you don't see.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best part of 80s horror, which is just a cheap way of saying it was cheaper to do it that way. But here's a conscious decision,
Yeah.
so it makes it cooler.
Yeah.
That's my thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. When he screamed when they burned him, when they were burning the inside, and he started like,
Yeah, that was
That was
very
awesome.
Exorcist.
that was very Exorcist. Yeah, I think I had that thought process. I was surprised the government was helpful, although all of them died. Like, how do we keep living with only this like Midwestern family?
You know, and I'm surprised, like, because that's actually like based off of a true story.
Which part?
No, well, the entire kind of premise of like
I think I heard about that.
experimenting on kids, like trying to get supernatural abilities out of them and alien contact and stuff like that. Camp Hero, it's basically an island outside of New York area. Where it was built as a fortress, as a fort, just in case Germany ever invaded during World War II. And so then when we won, it was basically kind of yeah,
We won.
America.
We won.
Yeah, after we won, it was converted into like I guess they just started doing experiments with like they I guess had all these Nazi scientists actually like work there and like try to figure out solutions to things.
Yeah, for us, yeah.
And well, of course, which is known, but there they may have had a hand in like experimenting with children. It was specifically children, where they would kind of like what they did to 11 in the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a real thing. Camp
Yeah, I've
Hero.
heard of it.
Yeah, you can look it
Cold
up.
War is a crazy
Yeah.
and post Cold War.
Well, it was Cold War era. It's like the
Yeah.
60s, 70s,
Oh, there you
60s,
go.
50s, 60s.
I mean, you got that shit. You got the Men Who Stare at Ghosts, which was a real thing.
Yeah.
You got everything that beat the Nazis. Excuse me, the commies.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing about 80s too. Russian Soviet fear. You hear all the time
Oh,
they
yeah.
use that? Like,
Yeah.
11 was a Russian.
Right. At
Like,
the beginning
oh my
with
God,
the
so easy.
yeah.
So easy to say that. And
Yeah.
those times it was like with the dad, like, oh, don't worry, we're all patriots here. Like,
Yeah.
Like, you need to shut up and not ask the questions that are required of you.
And then in the next room, like Will's like, "No, I won't tell you anything."
And man, it kind of pissed me off. Because, like, these FBI agents are like, I don't know what you told you. Like, bitch, he didn't have to say anything. He saw all this
Yeah.
crazy shit. Don't try to tell him it was all a dream. All right, this is not.
Yeah.
you.
Except in real life, the government would have like killed them.
I mean, it's more of a heat up when you start killing people. In this particular scale, it was better just to like, hey kids, shut up,
Yeah.
or we'll kill everybody. Because the only people who know are kids. When you think about it,
Yeah.
the kids and a
teens.
sheriff and a mom.
The sheriff is a very credible source.
Anyone's
just leave that to the
credible.
side.
Anyone's credible until you like pull out bullshit out of your ass, and then it's a government. It's like, hey, oh man, hey, you want to talk about it? Like, hey, let's talk about that kid you shot at 86. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What kid? That kid over there. Here's the gun. You shot him. You know, like anything like that. I'm just saying, it's the
You
government.
play ball again.
You can play ball. It's the government. It's 80s government fear. And but overall, I think Stranger Things 2 was great. I can't wait for 3. It felt ominous with the ending of the shadow creature standing over the high school.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a season 3.
And
And they're already working on it with the
I heard-
success of season 2. They're already.
I got a coworker who came up with a theory, and I think it's pretty sound. Right, you know how Max injected Billy with the same needle that got injected to Will to make him sleep.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he's like, all right, he's gonna get infected because of that. Because we're doing the 80s, so we're doing 2 things: AIDS and the symbiote. Because the symbiote came out in '84.
Oh, interesting.
Venom wasn't established until '88, but
It's still part of the 80s.
it's still part of the '80s. So we're like, we'll probably do like he's gonna be like a Venom symbiote.
That'll be kind of
Fucking
cool.
crazy.
Yeah, and then he probably has like some type of like connection to the Upside Down or something. That'll be good.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he looks like Eddie Brock. He looks douchey enough to be
Yeah,
Eddie
he
Brock.
kind of does.
Yeah. My mom's like, oh, he looks like Rob Lowe. I'm like, holy shit, he does. He looks like a young Rob Lowe.
Yeah. You know, he's I think he's being looked at to play Darkwing.
Who?
Nightwing.
Nightwing? Oh. Okay. I don't know. I don't think blonde when I think Nightwing.
Well, I mean, they could just dye his hair.
That's true. And he does have blue eyes naturally, I guess. So, yeah, and Nightwing does.
Yeah.
Which everybody in the Bat family does. I don't know.
Oh, Bruce
Blue eyes.
Bruce Wayne doesn't have blue eyes.
Yeah, he does. He has piercing blue. Yeah, I know. We don't touch on it because every time he puts on the goddamn mask,
Yeah, it's white.
it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, I got no pupils because I'm badass. I'm Batman.
Yeah.
But speaking of Batman, and
Justice League is coming out in a couple weeks.
yeah, we got Justice League coming out November 17th.
We'll do a review on Justice League when it comes out.
But which one are we gonna do a review on first? Because Justice League comes out November 17th, and Netflix is The Punisher.
Oh yeah,
Which
we'll
they did on
definitely do the
purpose.
Punisher
They
for
did it on
sure.
purpose. They did this the last time with Daredevil season 1. They released it the same day as Batman v Superman. Middle fingers.
The Marvel DC war
Clash.
continues.
The clash of champions, or champion, since
Yeah.
Marvel's gonna win.
Yeah.
I hope Justice League's a good movie. I don't want it to suck. It
Yeah.
probably will.
I mean, but it's just already gonna be overshadowed by Thor Ragnarok. Like Thor is gonna kick ass in theaters for the next 2 weeks.
If you told me 10 years ago that there's going to be a Justice League movie and a Thor movie,
The
a
same
Thor,
month.
excuse me, the first Justice League movie ever, and the third of a Thor films series going on the same month, and Thor was going to get bigger box office hits, I would have said you're a demon. Or the king of all lies. Because, but that's the reality we live in now. It's quite
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah.
I never think Thor would ever be cool, and he
Yeah.
is.
I mean, we're living like in the age of the geek. Like everything, like the nerdy, geeky stuff is pretty cool. Like it's in. Whereas maybe like in the 80s, it would have been like, you know,
Yeah,
a hindrance, a social hindrance.
a social hindrance. I like that. I like that. Well, I guess this is as good a time as any. We've touched up on Thor. I loved it. Ending thoughts with it. It's great. Ending credit scene. You saw the ending
Oh
credit
yeah,
scene.
the ending credit scene was pretty good. We had 2, and it's like people are still leaving after the first
I
like
know,
kind
you
of
just stare at them and you're like-
credits, like the cinematic credits where it's like, you know, really cool things happening during the credits.
Filthy
It's like,
casual.
no, always stay to the ending of a Marvel film.
Filthy
Like,
casuals.
Plebs.
Pugs. That's all they are. But it was actually announced today. Kevin Feige came out and he said that the spaceship that we see in the mid-credit scene is called the Scavenger 2, which the first
Right.
Scavenger. Oh, excuse me, Scavenger. Might be Scavenger.
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary. Excuse me, the Sanctuary, which apparently is the original Sanctuary is that place where we first met Thanos. And this one's just a really big ass spaceship, so
Yeah.
we're already inclined now to believe that yes, that was Thanos in there.
Yep.
And I totally believe that Loki took the fucking Tesseract.
Yeah, just the way he looked at it, you can tell.
Of course. And also, the whole place was gonna get destroyed. I can't blame him that much,
Yeah.
but
But that was an after fact.
it was after the fact. Which last final thought for me, Cate Blanchett, Hela telling us that the gauntlet was a fake.
Oh yeah, they had to do that to correct
Fix it
correct
up.
the Marvel timeline.
Yeah.
Because obviously Thanos already has the Infinity
Yeah, which we saw at the end of I don't know which one.
Gauntlet.
But we
Of the million Marvel
I
movies.
think it was 2, the Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I don't remember if it was Guardians of the Galaxy 2 or
It was at
1.
the ending of 1.
Maybe it was 1. Yeah, because we actually saw. This is still the most we've ever seen of Thanos was in Guardians 1. I thought we were gonna get like a glimpse here, but we only got like his fucking house.
Yeah.
The
Well,
spaceship.
yeah, spaceship.
So we've only seen him in this whole 10-year series. We've only seen him once in Avengers, once in Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think like a
Setting it
photo
up, man.
in part 2.
They're setting it up.
Um,
Infinity War is gonna be gigantic.
It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But it was a great film, great popcorn movie. And final thoughts for Stranger Things 2. Season 3 should be amazing. The Hopper character only continues to warm our hearts. Winona Ryder can only take so much before she finally cracks.
Yeah.
As a human being,
Yeah.
Jonathan and I forget this kid's sister's name,
Nancy.
hooking up Nancy. Which, if that's her name, that's great because that's the name of the female hero in the Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Ah.
So yeah,
Look at that.
I loved that Nancy was pretty much a badass. Remember when the guy's like, "You know how to shoot this gun?"
Yeah, and he's like, she's
It's
like, I got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
We're like, damn, Nancy. All right.
Yeah.
And then when Will was freaking out because he was like he needed to be hot and like the mom was holding him down, she pulled out the red hot poker and just stabbed him
Oh
with it.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh my
Badass.
god. I was like, points for thinking on your feet. And I'm like, man, if that was your own brother, would you have still done that?
Yeah, damn.
Or is it because you weren't the only blood relative there that you're like, no, you gotta stab the witch?
Yeah, it was. I was like, ooh, that was definitely
Like, I bet right after that scene, he's like, how'd you know that would save him? Like, save him? Yeah, save him!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. But, and Alex developed into being, Steve developed to be a lovable teenager who wasn't a douche anymore. Because in season 1, he was a little,
Yeah.
his character grew. I love that he just followed Dustin. Dustin's like, come on, let's go.
Yes,
and he's just
now.
like, okay. I hope for big things for season 3.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much right now.
So that was probably the best mainstream entertainment for October. I think that's
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, we're
Big
heading
chunk
into
of
to big stuff. Like we said earlier, Justice League, Punisher, Netflix,
Justice League.
The Last
Last
Jedi.
Jedi.
And then after that, we have to do stuff like care about our relatives and loved ones because of like something called Christmas.
Thanksgiving.
And Thanksgiving. I don't know what these holiday things are. They're just getting away.
I don't know about you. I'm looking forward to stuffing my face during Thanksgiving.
Just getting away. And then in February we got Black Panther.
Cool.
So hopefully
So
we do
we'll
more of
definitely
these
do
more
more.
often.
Yeah, we'll definitely do more. Possibly live recordings of these movies, reviews, and all right. So I think that covers movies
That covers pretty much
and
everything.
TV technically.
Covers movies, TV, and I guess on the last note, the only thing I want to bring up is BlizzCon that came up recently.
Yeah, BlizzCon. That was probably the biggest gaming.
But the only thing I care about BlizzCon is the Overwatch news that came out. New character. I forgot how to pronounce her name. Moria. Moria. I believe it's Moria. An evil healer, killer. Cool
design.
Cool design.
Very cool design.
A very 90s Saturday morning retro, like most of the characters. It came out with an origin story. Pretty. It's cool. You know, very like haha. I'm sinister, cool, and sleek.
And the origin
Her
story.
Ultra. The whole.
Oh yeah, that is
whole
pretty cool.
super beam thing. That was what'd you call it? It's a
Hyper
healing
beam.
hyper beam.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
healing
healing
hyper
hyper beam. But the other thing that's more entertaining for me was the short for Reinhardt.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Where
A lot of drama.
Yeah.
In like a 7-minute.
Because they're
origin.
Germans. Germans can't be funny. German, it's true. Look it up. Watch Italian. We get a quick little origin story about like how we've been with these people called the Crusaders of the Germanic Knights. Live for glory. Pretty much like the whole young story, arrogance and so forth, learning to be more about himself and fighting for the cause. And we see where that who that knight is sitting in the chair in that one level. Which if you play that level, that's an area. He's like there.
Oh, okay.
So like that gave an explanation. I'm like, who the hell is that?
Nice. That's
sitting
awesome.
in that chair?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And an announcement of a new map, Blizzard World, which is just a theme park based on their games as a map in this game Overwatch. That is also theirs.
Yeah. Self-plug times
It's a meta
cubed.
It's a self-aware meta self-plug. I did that, and that's your word of the night. I did that. Well, thank you for joining us here. If you're listening on iTunes, thank you for. This must have been a weird one for you, because we were doing this live, and we're saying thank you to our YouTubers watching us on our podcast page. We're saying thank you to people on Alexa's very own Facebook live stream, and if we do this again, we'll let you know. But catch us on iTunes, on SoundCloud.
Like our page, like our Facebook page.
It's the Galactic Geeks Podcast. If you want to send us some questions at galacticgeekspodcast@gmail.com. Or you can follow us on Instagram at galactic.geeks. Or follow us on Facebook at the Galactic Geeks Podcast. I think that's everything. Oh, and Twitter at Galactic Gcast. And as always, Hail Hydra.
And may the force be with you.
Bam, 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 bam.